What is up, you guys? Matt here, Mr. Matt Darnell, and here in this video, if you guys watched my unboxing video, I just got a new Xbox 360 Slim, the Trinity model, bought it used from GameStop. Uh, Now one thing, used consoles and refurbished consoles, unless you buy them from Microsoft, most of them will come, as you can see here. You turn it on, and it's quote-unquote ready to go. Well, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I do when I get a new console, new or refurbished, unless I bought it brand new from Microsoft. So let's go ahead and let's get on with this tutorial for you guys. So I have the 4GB model here. Same rules apply for a 250GB model and upwards. So first thing I do is I go to my settings, then I go to system settings, then I go to storage, and if you have a 250GB device, you'll see the 250GB hard drive here. But if you have a 4GB device, you'll see 3.2GB free. So just go ahead and select that, and I make sure nothing's on here important anyways, and typically I back out, and I go to device options. I do format, and yes. And then I press restart.
We're just going to restart here.
Now that our device is formatted, I go back into settings here, go to system, and down here I go to initial setup. And I press yes for run, yes. Now that we have this done, just go ahead and press A on your controller. We'll choose English, United States. I choose no on that. If this is going to be used as a child's console, something similar to that, then I would press yes, or it's a family console, go ahead and press that. It's up to you. Wireless networks, I'm going to go ahead and choose my wireless network here. I'll be back when Alright, now that I have the passcode in, it's going to test our network here. It's going to connect to the network, test our internet connection, and see if we can connect to Xbox Live here, see if there are any updates available. And we'll go ahead and press next. It's going to apply our settings. And this is just to make sure that you have your Xbox 360 in your country, and your language is selected to English or whatever language you might have. So say if you speak Spanish, you want to do that, you can switch it into Spanish, whatever language you may speak, or whatever country you may live in outside of the United States anyways. Go ahead and press continue here. We'll wait on it to load. I already have an Xbox Live account. I already have my offline profiles. Just for the purpose of this one, I'll go ahead and we'll back out here. And it's going to take us to our dashboard here. So anyways, if you want to create an Xbox Live account, go ahead and continue on with that. I don't want to. I'll just use my offline profile. You just back out. Or if you already have an Xbox Live account, you want to back out. Now that we're backed out here, we can go to create a profile if you want to do a offline profile. Or you can download a profile. Press A there. And we'll just sign in with our profile there. I'm not going to. I'm going to be using an offline profile like I said. And typically those are the main things that I do. Another thing that I do is I disable the sound. As you can see here, when we switch and we select stuff, there's sound. I'm going to show you how to disable that. Go to console settings. You know, sound effects here. Disable sound effects. And sound effects disabled. That's what I like to do. And as you can see, there are no more sound effects. We can go to whichever one. No sound effects, which is probably the most important thing that I do on here, besides formatting and installing updates. Another thing that I do is under Display, HDTV Settings, I set it to 720p if I'm going to be capturing with the Xbox. If I'm not capturing with my Xbox, I'll set it to 1080p. I do not recommend 1080i. If you have to choose between 720p and 1080i, choose 720p, because 1080i, when you're playing video games, fast motion stuff, you're going to see that there will be a trail on your pixels, and it's going to be terrible. You do not want 1080i. So typically if I'm capturing, I'll choose 720p. If not, I choose 1080. If I'm on a custom TV or something like that, or if I'm playing on my monitor, I'll choose one of these resolutions down here. Or you can just choose optimal resolution, which is where your Xbox will choose it for you. Screensaver is another thing that I do. I'll enable it. And clock is another thing that I do. Time zone, make sure your time zone's selected. Time format, you can choose which one you want. I do 12-hour. Daylight savings, I keep it on. If you're not in daylight savings, then you can turn it off. Up to you. Startup and shutdown. Startup, I typically choose the Xbox dashboard. If you have an older console, it might be selected to disk. Auto off, I choose that after 1 hour. Background downloads, I have it on. Autoplay, I disable it. Auto downloads, disabled. Remote control, simple as that. Console name, if you bought it used or refurbished, you might have a console name already. I'll do a custom one here. We'll back all this out, and we'll just do RGH, because this is the Xbox that I'm going to be RGHing. And those are the things that I do in system settings and console settings. If you have Kinect hooked up, you might want to do the Kinect settings, go through there. I don't own a Kinect. I've never owned a Kinect. I've used one, don't own one. I do have a Kinect on Xbox One, however. Network settings, typically don't mess with that unless I'm using a wired connection. Computers, I typically don't mess with this. TV, I don't mess with that either. Xbox Live Vision, don't mess with it, although I do own a Vision camera. And those are the things that I do when I get my Xbox 360, guys. And now that we have our hard drive formatted, initial setup done, all that good stuff, we're ready to roll on here. So I'll go ahead and plug in my flash drive, get all my offline accounts on this Trinity Xbox 360 Slim, and we'll go on with this. So that's what I do when I get a new console, unless it's new from Microsoft. Refurbished, used, otherwise this will work on every Xbox 360 if you have the latest dashboard on it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helped you. Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. I will have some Xbox 360 Gears of War Judgment modding up pretty soon for you guys, along with some Mass Effect modding and some Bulletstorm modding for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, guys, I will see you later.